He sent Jim to fetch some water, and Jim had just carved a pattern on the canteen. Who would have thought that he was from the Vortex clan? While Jim and Hawk were away, Gerard began to persuade Glass to hurry up and die, saying that he could take his son and catch up with the main group, otherwise it would only endanger all three of them. He even offered to help speed up Glass's death, asking him to blink if he agreed. But who could resist blinking? As soon as Glass couldn't help but blink, Gerard immediately tied him up with a rope, held his nose and mouth, and tried to suffocate him. Fortunately, Hawk returned just in time, knocked Gerard down with the butt of his gun, and shouted for Jim to come back and help. At that moment, Jim was filling the canteen by the river, and the sound of the flowing water drowned out Hawk's cries. Gerard, thinking that Hawk's shouts would attract the tribe, killed him without hesitation and hid his body. Glass could only watch helplessly as his son was brutally murdered by Gerard. When Jim came back, everything seemed calm again, as if nothing had happened. Glass wanted to speak, but his throat wouldn't make a sound. Maybe he was afraid to tell Jim, fearing that both of them would be silenced forever. Because when Jim was looking for Hawk, he had spoken words of extreme hatred to Gerard, saying, "You killed my son." The next morning, Gerard suddenly woke up the sleeping Jim, tricking him into believing that the tribe had arrived, and they needed to leave immediately. After packing up, Jim didn't want to leave Glass behind, but Gerard forcibly dragged Glass into a makeshift grave and began to cover him with dirt. After just a few shovels, he stopped and handed the job over to Jim, saying, "Just give him a shot. We have to go." But Glass was still alive, and Jim couldn't bring himself to do it. In the end, he left the canteen on Glass's body and abandoned him to his fate. For his own safety, Jim chose to follow Gerard.